Hi friends, I'm working on my page for the deer. I'm doing the winter deer and the Christmas wreath. When I was working on the Christmas wreath background page, I had music playing in the background, and I realized that I wasn't going to be able to have that in the video, so I just fast forwarded it. I mean, it's just me basically auditioning a bunch of fabrics and then um, sewing them on. So I just sped that up real quick so you don't have to sit through that for very long. And then after that's done, I'll be starting on the deer background, and I do talk through that, and I don't have any music on, so you'll be able to hear whatever brilliant things I have to say. Oh my gosh, I haven't made videos in so long. I forgot how to do this. I'm very uncomfortable, but I suppose it'll get easier as I continue on. So I hope you're all doing okay. I hope all my friends in England and Europe are doing okay with the heat. I know it must be horrible for you. I mean, we're used to it here in Ohio. It can get really hot, and it's also very, very humid. So we'll have like maybe a week of hot weather, and then it'll cool down a little bit, and then maybe a couple weeks later it'll come back. But like I said, we're used to it. We have air conditioning in our house, so we can escape it. I feel so bad for all of you that don't have air conditioning. I know it's very difficult. So here I am. I've finally gotten all the pieces figured out, and I'm starting to sew them on using the invisible stitch. It's basically teeny tiny stitches in the front that you can barely see, and big stitches in the back that they're just to hold the pieces on. I mean, because I'm going to come back and do canvas stitching or embroidery over the blocks later, so once I figure out what I'm going to do. I ran out of things to say. I'm so sorry. I have to get used to this, so please excuse my lack of verbiage. But anyway, yeah, I got just finishing up on sewing these pieces on. And then I'll look at the wreath against it. I don't know, when I first did it and I was holding my wreath up against the background, I thought it was just too busy with the wreaths as well, and I was thinking that maybe it would be better, the wreath would be better against a neutral background or a light, one kind of color background. When I posted that, a lot of people said that they did like it on the color background, so I'm trying to look at it with new eyes. I know I mentioned that again in the next section of the video, but here we go. This doesn't look bad. Hello. I'm going to start working on my deer page. Now I'm going to do the winter pages in blues and silvers and grays and stuff. So I'd already cut some pieces, so I'm just going to lay them out and see how they look. through a lot of my old quilting fabrics. Most of my quilting fabrics are between 15 and 30 years old. I've had them for a long time. So I could say that those are older. I think I want that up. No, I don't know. Let's see. I'm working on my tearing skills. Maybe I should put that down like that. Huh. Now, since this is going to be a banner, the top will either be folding this way or that way to make. I don't know. Maybe I'll make. So I have. Where's my other? Here's my other page. Shrink a little after sewing everything down. If I put my wreath on it after folding that down to make a channel, so I was thinking of just using like a, oh, what's it called, raffia? Maybe raffia or twine or something to put through each one, but I'd want to have a way to secure them where they are. You know, I've got those little clothespin thingies. I don't know how many I have. I don't think I have enough, but anyway. Alright, so I gotta figure out if I'm gonna do a channel or I could make tabs. I can make tabs. I gotta figure this out before I start making my page, because I gotta know how much space I'm gonna have. When I posted the picture of this page with the wreath on it on the Facebook group, a lot of people said that they preferred the wreath on this background rather than the plain one. I didn't necessarily plan on using this for a background, but I just liked how a plainer background made this pop out. But I don't know. I was thinking I have a, let's see if I can find it. Thinking of stamping that there and then embroidering on it, and then the wreath, it'll show through the wreath. Maybe I could do it in gold floss or something, or silver. I think for these pages I am going to incorporate yellow in them, so because there is gold and yellow and beige and stuff in a lot of the fabrics I'm using. So I'm going to use gold on these pages and silver on these pages, even though there are tints of yellow and beige and stuff, but that way this will have more of a wintry vibe and this will have more of a holiday vibe. So, okay, well, that's the plan for that one. Let's stick to where we are currently. Now, I haven't figured out what I'm going to make my deer out of. I've got some of this felted wool or a piece of brown fabric, and the plan is I'm gonna, oh, another thing with the winter scenes, I'm gonna do them in a primitive style, a prim style. So I was gonna make trees, like pine trees, and use green fabrics. I've got different green fabrics, and just make like triangle pieces, you know, small, bigger, to make just prim looking trees. So those are the fabrics I'm going to use that for. So those will be in the background. I was going to use this to indicate some snow, and then have the trees, and then on top of that the deer, however I make him. So that's the plan so far. So I'm just going to work on getting these pieces